Hi guys, my name is Carmen, and my brother's an addict. My brother was an addict, and before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. No, I'm still a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. And so my brother and I, we used to cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were the closest. Food was always our common ground. And, we wanted to open a restaurant together, so we had a name and a vibe and all that stuff. My brother, this guy, he could make you feel confident in yourself. Like when I was a kid, when I was scared and nervous and I wouldn't want to do something, he would always just tell me, just face it, man, just get it over with. Like he'd always just call me stupid, and he would always say, "Let it rip, man. Let it rip, Carmen." He was loud, and he was hilarious, and he had this amazing ability where he could just walk into a room and he could just take the temperature of it like instantly, like he could fucking dial that shit. But I'm not built like that. Didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid, so I was scared to speak half the time. I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. Didn't get into college. Didn't have any girlfriends. I don't think I'm funny. And so I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like, I felt like we knew everything about each other. Well, except that everybody thought that he was their best friend. So, he was that magnetic, yeah. But I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized that I didn't know anything about him, really. One day, he just stopped letting me to his restaurant a couple years ago. He just cut me off cold. And that hurt. I think that kind of flicked the switch inside of me where I was like, you know what? All right, fuck you. Watch this. And since we had this connection through food, and he had made me feel so fucking rejected and shitty and lame and uncool, I made this plan where I was gonna go work in all the best restaurants in the world. Like, I'm gonna go work in real kitchens. Like, fuck mom and dad's piece of shit. And I know that it sounds ridiculous me saying that now, but that's what I did. And I got the shit kicked out of me. Separated herbs, shucked oysters and clams and uni, fucking cut myself. I got onions and garlic and peppers in my fingernails and in my eyes. My skin was dry and oily at the same time. I got calluses on my fingers from the knives and my stomach was fucked, but it was everything. And a couple of years later, this funny thing happened, which is like, for the first time in my life, I started to find this station for myself. I was fast. I wasn't afraid. Everything was clear, and I felt okay. I felt okay. I knew which vegetables went together, proteins and temperatures and sauces and all that shit. And when somebody new came into the restaurant, a stage, I would look at them like they were my fucking competition. I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker. felt like I could speak through the food, and I could communicate through creativity, and you know that kind of confidence. Like for the first time in my life, I was finally good at something. It was so new, and it was so exciting, and I just wanted him to know that. Fuck, I just wanted him to know that. I just wanted him to be like, good job, Carmi. Good job. You know, but the more you wouldn't respond, the more our relationship kind of strained. So deeper into this I went, the better I got. And the more people I cut out, the quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent, exacting, busy, hard, and alive, and I just lost track of time, and he died. And he let me use the restaurant. And over the last couple of months, I've been trying to fix it because it was in a rough shape. And I think it's pretty clear that me trying to fix this restaurant was me trying to fix whatever was happening with my brother. Or I don't know, just maybe fix the whole family, because this restaurant, it has and it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I just don't know if it ever meant anything to him.